So these are all the tasks we can perform it. We know that the Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services, say operations, okay, or task we can say. That is the first one we can say it as what? Data migration. Then we have the next one as what? Data integration. Then we have also data summarization. So we have it as what? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then you have also data visualization. So these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. See guys, these tasks are not only for Azure. You go with any data engineering, whether we can say guys, whether you have the, okay, whether we have the Azure data engineering, or we can say guys, that is nothing but Google data engineering. Okay, or else if we can like we can also say it as what? AWS or Amazon data engineering, or you can say Amazon or AWS data engineering. Okay, so almost all does the same job, guys. Okay, so the data engineering includes what? The bunch of cloud services. Okay, the bunch of cloud services, which includes what? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So guys, okay, so when it comes to this, as you might have already like identified here, that we have many data engineering. So why to prefer the Azure? See guys, these three are the the leaders in the market in providing data engineering activities. That is something what, which is, it is the Azure. Azure is from what? Azure is from Microsoft. Azure is from, what is it? Microsoft. Azure is from the Microsoft. Whereas guys, Azure is from Microsoft, and the Google is from the, that is Google data engineering is from Google. And now guys, the next one, AWS data engineering is from, what is that? This guys, Amazon. So these are all the companies apart from this, guys. Okay. So when we talk about the Microsoft or Google or the Amazon, so Amazon, of course, AWS was in very much boom sometime before. But now, what is the drawback here? You have it is this is more costlier, guys. Okay, this is more costlier comparatively with the Azure. Comparatively with the Azure. And Google still it's coming up. It's not, basically has ruled the market now still. It's coming up. The Google is coming up. Whereas what is it you have it? The Azure is completely established into the market. Okay. Because of the the cost efficiency and everything. So whatever the task, suppose here it will take 100 rupees to make forward the task. 100 rupees I'm talking about. The same task you can do it in 10 rupees. That means the same is possible here in what's that? Only 10 rupees, guys. Only 10 rupees it's possible. So that is the reason why why the corporates and why the enterprises are preferring, why the corporates or the enterprises are preferring, what is that? With the corporates and enterprises are, that is nothing but where all the businesses are preferring, what's that? Azure data engineering. Okay, Azure data engineering. Whereas when you talk about the Azure data engineering, as already we know that the Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services. from Microsoft. Bunch of cloud services from Microsoft. So what are the bunch here? We can see. So we can say, guys, in the Azure Data Engineering, we have the following, services. We can say services, guys. It's not a products here. It's a services. Okay. The first service we call it as what? ADF. That is called as what? Azure Data Factory. And the second is what is it? You have it ADB, which you call it as a Azure Databricks. And then you have what is it, guys? Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Synapse. Okay. And then we have the another service that we call it here as what is that, guys? Machine learning. Then we have what is it? Open AI. Okay, Open AI. So guys, these are all the services provided. These are all the services provided, guys. These are all the services provided. Okay, these are all the bunch of services we have it in the Azure Data Engineering. Azure Data Engineering, guys. Okay, let's try to describe each one of them. So guys, when we talk about the ADF, ADF is nothing but what? Azure Data Factory. So guys, what is it? The ADF stands for what is it? Azure Data Factory. That is nothing but here we can say, guys, Azure stands for Azure Data Factory. ADF stands for what? Azure Data Factory, guys. Azure Data Factory. And what is it? You have it at the ADB, guys. ADB stands for what is it? Azure Databricks. That means using the Databricks in Azure. Okay, using the Databricks for Azure, guys. So the Databricks concept is basically provided with a Spark cluster, where the Spark cluster is used for what is it, guys? Processing the millions and trillions of records, okay, in a very short span, in a couple of time, okay, in a couple of seconds, it can be processed. So that is nothing but the ADB. So we can use the Databricks for the Azure. And now here the Databricks for the Azure, we are using it with a language called what is it, guys? PySpark. We're using it with a language called what? PySpark. And then what is it you have it, guys? Synapse. So Synapse is what? Synapse is basically the combination of ADF and as well as the ADB. So sorry, the Synapse is the basically the data warehouse. Synapse is the data warehouse which has the most of the features of ADF. That means the complete ADF is added here, guys, in Synapse. And apart from this, many more things. That means it is basically, or we can say, it's a specialized, okay, it's a specialized thing where it is provided, guys. It's a specialized, okay, service which is provided, guys. Synapse is a specialized service which is provided in order to, okay, perform the, that is nothing but data, what is that? Analysis. In other words, we can say, guys, this is a data warehouse. It is a data warehouse of Azure. It is a data warehouse of Azure. Okay. So these are all the things we have it, guys. The major three things, what we have, the ADF, ADB, and the Synapse. These are the right now three, we can say the services provided here into the Azure. And when we talk about the machine learning or the open AI, open AI is just nothing but the, okay, just like chat GPT. Okay, where it is just like the chat GPT, guys, where we design the things, okay, to take it forward in a, just without writing the code. If you do whatever the task you want to achieve it, okay, the same task, okay, that is whatever the thing you want to do, the system will generate the code for you. Everything is in the open AI. And machine learning is nothing but designing some algorithms, okay, for predictive models. It designs the algorithms, etc. So these are all the, okay, these are all the, some of the services. Apart from this, we have many more services are there, guys. Apart from this, we have many more services are there, but few of the services I have listed up here, okay, which we are going to see. Okay, guys. So this is nothing but the Azure Data Engineering. So when we talk about the guys, when we talk about these, that is the data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So that means what, guys? Actually, yesterday already we have discussed this. What is data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. But I'll just brush it up once, guys. Okay, I'll just touch up once before we move further on this. Okay, so guys, here we have the four different type of operations which we can perform it. Okay, which we can perform it by using what is that, guys? By using what is that? Microsoft Azure. That is the first one. We can say it as what? Data migration. And the second one is the data integration. And the next one is what, you have it? Data integration and data summarization, and as well as the visualization. Okay. Okay, guys. Data summarization and the data visualization. So when we talk about the data migration, guys, so what is migration? Migration is nothing but, guys, whenever we try to move the data. Nowadays we have many migration projects are there. Migration projects. So what is migration project does? The migration projects is taken forward right now, okay, as a very, the crucial one. So what is it exactly? What it does exactly? The migration projects are nothing but, guys, where we move the data from what is that? On premises to what is that? Cloud. On premises to what is that? Cloud, guys. Okay. Where we move the data from what is that? On premises to the cloud. Where we move the data from the on premises to the cloud, guys. Okay. So all of you must be having an idea what is an on premises, but still I'll tell you, guys. On premises is nothing but very simple example. I can say your mobile phone, and the memory in your mobile phone is nothing but on premises. That means local to your mobile phone. If you want that memory to be saved, okay, onto the Google Drive, onto what's it? Google Drive, guys. Google Drive. Or if you're using an Apple phone, you have a iCloud is there. Am I right? You have an iCloud, guys. You have an iCloud. So that means what? The iCloud or the Google Drive. These are all what? These are all called as what's it? Clouds. These are called as what? Cloud services. Am I right? So this is the basic difference you have it. So moving the data from your mobile phone to the Google Drive or iCloud memory is called as the process of what? Data migration. Is called as what? Data migration. So generally what happens here, guys? Suppose you have 100 photos in your mobile phone. You want to move it to the Google Drive. So simply we select all those pictures and we say an option called move or copy. Am I right? Copy means what? One more physical copy will be there on the mobile phone, and one copy will be moved to the that is nothing but the cloud. But here, if you move, just if you have an option, if you select the option called move, the data will be physically moved. The data will be physically moved from your mobile phone memory towards that. There is a cloud memory that is called the Google Drive or iCloud, whatever it is. So this process of moving the data is called as what? Data migration. In simple words, I can tell you guys. Okay. Yes, guys, everyone is clear. So now when we talk about the guys, when we talk about the data integration. So what do you mean by data integration? So guys, data migration is completed. What is a data integration? See guys, the word integration itself, guys, the word integration itself says, word integration itself, it says what exactly? So now guys, suppose you have different data is there. One data is in USA, everyone. One data is in USA. One data that is in a Canada. Okay, and one data you have it in Germany, and one data you have it in the UK. What is this data actually? Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Information. So what is this information? Suppose, guys, there is a company, XYZ company is there. Okay. There is a business, or let us say you have a, guys, you have a online, guys, online, everyone, online e-commerce website. Let us take it as an online e-commerce website called Flipkart. Okay, guys, you are online, there is something but there is an online sales called, what's that, there is something but Flipkart is there, e-commerce website. Okay. Where you have everything, you'll get it, almost all everything, you can buy it on this Flipkarts, am I right? So when we talk about this, so guys, the data, can you see here, the data of sales information, everyone just concentrate, the data of the Flipkart sales information from January to, guys, from January to March 2024 is there, guys. 2024 is there in the American server. Where, guys? In the American data center. All of you. The data is available. Can you see here, guys? The data of a sales information of the Flipkart is available from January to March in, what is that, guys? January to March 2024 sales information is there in the US data center, you can say. Or you can say US server, you can say. Okay, US server. In the same way, from, guys, from, what is that? April to April to June, this information, guys, this information is available in Canada. You can see it. This information is available in where, guys? Can you see it? This information is available in Canada. Now, guys, the other one, what is it? The other one you have it, guys. The next one, you have the sales information from April. Okay, that is July to September. Okay, guys, this sales of 2024 is available in Germany. Guys, is available in Germany. So now what we will do, guys, finally, okay, guys, finally, what should you have it? October to December of 2024 sales information of the Flipkart is available in UK. Now, guys, can you see here? Now it is available in UK. Now, guys, the Flipkart management. Now, guys, the Flipkart management wanted here us to find it out. The Flipkart management wanted us to find it out. What is the, can you see here, guys? Flipkart management, can you see here? Flipkart management wanted us to find out what is the total, guys, net sales they have overall. That is, but overall in all these four countries, that is across the globe, you can say. Okay, across the globe, what is the net sales they have performed for the year called 2024. So now to perform this job, do we require to gather this data, guys? And this responsibility they have given to, what is that? India, Indian data engineer. So now, guys, what is the job here? The Indian data engineer has to gather the data from all the places, guys. Yes, he has to gather the places, gather data from the place called USA, Canada. Then he has to gather the information from Germany, and now, guys, even from the UK. So they have to get, that is something, but the Indian data engineer has to get the data from all of them. So getting all of them on a single roof, guys, getting the whole data within a single roof, getting the whole data within a single roof, okay, to make the job easier to achieve the task. What is the task here? We have to find out the net sales amount. What is that, guys? Net sales amount. Now to find out the net sales amount, guys. To find out the net sales amount, everyone. To find out the net sales amount, guys, we have to gather the information from four different countries and keeping it at the place called what is it? India here to make it out to find out the net sales amount. So, guys, gathering the data from four different locations and keeping it a place. This process of accumulation of data is called as the process of what, guys? Data integration. It is called as the process of what? Data integration. It is called as the process of what? Data integration. Getting my point, guys? Yes, guys, everyone is following. Please respond, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, guys, you people should respond it, please. Okay. So, guys, this is called the process of what data integration. Then we have the next one is what data summarization. So, guys, what is summarization? The summarization is the actual task we perform at once. Whereas what we do in the process of data summarization, we use what is that, guys? The technique called ETL, which we call it as what? Yes, guys, which we call it as what, everyone? Which we call it as what? Extraction, transformation, and then you have what's that, guys? Extraction, transformation, extraction, transformation, loading. What's that? You have it? Extraction, transformation, and loading. That is called as what? ETL. Then you have what's that, guys? ELT. Means what, guys? ELT stands for what? Yes, guys. ELT is also the same technique, but it is a process is bit reverse in this. Extraction, loading, then transformation. That means, first of all, extraction will be done, then loading will be done. Based on the requirement, the transformation is applied on the data. So, what is this actually transformation? Transformation is a very important task, yes, I will tell you. So, guys, transformation is a very important task here. What is that? Guys, in the process of extraction, suppose in the process of extraction, guys, we will choose only the data which is required. Suppose, guys, suppose here you have some all information like this, everyone. Can you see here? Product ID is one column, product rate is another column, product quantity, guys, quantity sold is another column. Uh, then we have what is it, guys? Let us say uh, date of manufacture. Okay, then you have what's it, guys? Date of expiry. Okay. Then you have what's it, guys? Everyone. Then you have what is it? Uh, what is it? Date of expiry, date of and maximum retail price MRP. Okay, guys, maximum retail price. Okay, all these are the columns are there. Let us say I'll put some data also here. That's better for understanding. Something like this I'll put. Okay, guys, something like this I'll put the data here and the rate. Let us say here you can say 100 rupees. The quantity sold is 10 pieces and the date of manufacturing is what is it, guys? I can say 1st of January 2025 and date of expiry of the product is what, guys? Let's just say it as what? 1st of January 2026. So you have one year time for selling this product. Okay, guys. So now, guys, what is the MRP? Let us say the maximum retail price is what is it, guys? Okay, maximum retail price is what's it, guys? Let us say 110 rupees like this. Okay. Or instead of maximum retail price, I can say tax. Tax is what, guys? Let us say tax is 10 rupees. Likewise, the another one you have, what is it, guys? Something like this. 200 is the rate of the product. And now, guys, quantity sold is 20. And the date of manufacturing, let us repeat the same here for these two. Okay. And now the tax is what? 12 rupees or 12. And now, guys, the third row, I'm writing it here, everyone. It is 300. 30 is the quantity sold. And here you can say the same. So again, you what's it? H. That's it. So here you what's it, guys, everyone. Now, guys, this is the information you have it. Okay, guys, this is the information you have it, guys, everyone. Information you have. Now, out of this data, guys, what is you have to do is we require to find it out, guys. Out of all this data, we require to find out of all this data, we find it out the net sales amount. What is it, guys? Net sales amount we require to extract it here, guys. We require to extract what's it, guys? Net sales amount. What is that? Net sales amount. Net sales extract. Now, guys, for extracting or for getting the net sales amount, do we require all the columns or we require some columns, guys? Tell me now. Please, as per your knowledge, just a vague guess I can say, guys. Tell me. Yeah? Do you require all the columns or some of the columns is needed?
All the columns like rate and tax.
Yes. Okay. So product rate and tax. Okay. So now what I'll do is, as we have to find out the net sales amount, so I'll go ahead. First of all, we will extraction, guys. Extraction, pulling up the data. So what is it extraction requires here? Now, please, everyone. The as you find out the sales, tax is not included. It's just I want what's it? I'm not talking about the tax, sales, other thing, but that is amount I wanted to get it here. So extraction requires what? Guys, product ID is not because product wise sales I don't want. Okay, I want only the column called rate. Okay, and quantity sold. Rate quantity sold is required. So I'm just pulling off here. And now let us say, guys, everyone, there is one more column is also there. This is called as date of sales. So what is rate of sales, guys? I can give it today's date of sales. Let us give 12th of February 2025. And again, what's it? 12th 2025. And 12th 2025. Date of sales. So guys, here I am just okay, the whole data is added here like this. So this is a detailed table. Now, out of all, I want to pull it off one more column. What is that you have it, guys? Date of sales. Now, guys, let's start working on this. The rate of the product, everyone. The rate of the product, guys. The rate of the product. So is what I'll do. Let's say 100 here. Extraction 100, 200, and this 300. 100, 200, and 300 is the rate of the product. Quantity sold is what, guys, everyone? I say 10, 20, and I can say 30. And date of sales is what, guys, everyone? Let us say date of sales is 12th of February 2025. Fine, guys. Initiate the process here. See, guys, extraction. So all the columns, choosing the columns which is required for us is called as a process of what? Extraction. Now the next process is what? Transformation, guys. Transformation. Transformation process where we perform the changes or manipulations or any changes on the data, guys. Any changes on the data. We perform what's it? Any changes on the data perform. That is called as what, guys? Transformation. That is, we call it as what? Transformation, guys. That we call it as what? Transformation. Everyone. That we call it as what? Okay, so what do you have it? Transformation. So guys, transformation. So guys, transformation is actual process where calculation. Calculations here. When the rate of the product is 100 rupees, quantity sold is 10. So 100 into 10 means what, guys, everyone? That I'm doing the calculation here. 100 into 10 means what, guys? I can say it as 1000. Now, the rate of the product is 100, sold is 20. What the sales amount is? Yeah. So 100 into 20 what? It's all 1000. 300 into 30 means almost all 9,000. So guys, this is the amount you have. Now guys, you can what, guys? This you can say quantity is not a net sales amount. So guys, what is the net to get sales amount, guys? I'm using net sales amount. Add up all of 1 plus 4 plus 14,000. So 14,000, and when data is, what is the rate of sales, guys? Rate of sales is what? Everyone, date of sales is such. This is the final update for the net sales amount, guys. Okay. Now, this data as it is placed into the type that we call it as what? Loading system. That call it as what? System. The final data we place it where you the user wants, we just put data. It is the user, guys. It will be easier for the user to, yes, it will be easier for the user to analyze data and take a decision. Okay, we can say the rate of sale that according to the sales here is 14,000. Net sales amount is 14,000. As we have not discussed before, tax without tax. Okay, net sales amount. I'm not talking about net profit, guys. If it is a profit, then tax will come into the picture. Okay, now this is done, guys. In the same way, suppose you have some data is also there. So I'm directly writing some yesterday's, guys, and you have 30 on day before yesterday's sale. Hmm? Likewise, your guys 40 on 9th day sales. Okay, guys. Likewise, you have the data. So now, guys, if it is only the matter of, guys, everyone, if it is the matter of, okay, these are 4 days, you can say, guys, which day sales is more. If you just look into the data, guys, you can say what is, if you just look into the data, guys, everyone, if you just look into the data and say it as what, 9th day sales is 40,000. Guys, what is that? Is what is it? 40,000. Sales is what? 40,000. Whereas 90,000. The rest of all the days is what? Less than the 90 days. Am I just looking at the data? You can see this. But if you have only first data, that's fine. If you have the whole year data, like what's the whole year data, can you just to the data and decide it or say which day sales is more, guys? It will be difficult for you. If the data is like this, you can't pull out which day sales more. Which is what? So for that, what we do, guys, we apply the process called data visualizing process. What is that? Visualizing data. What? Visualizing data. Perform process what? Visualization of the data. We perform process of what? Visualization of the data. So data visualization is a process where we compare the data one row with what is that? Another, and comparative. Compare study, guys. Comparing with what? Another situation. So when we talk about data visualization, guys, data visualization is two type of things. What is that? The first one is what is everyone? Data analysis. Data analysis means what, guys? Analysis is a process where you compare one situation with another situation to take a device. And another one is what? Data science. That data science. So these are two things. Data science, here you have the sales is there. Here, if the company or if you want to know what is expected sales you have, okay, what is the expected sales you may have here, guys? So on what is it? 13th of, what is the expected sales you may have? 14th of February. Then what? How to? Because the future is the future. 13th and 14th is future for us. So to evaluate the same or to find it out the same, guys, it takes some technique. So what that is done, what is it? Data science. Okay, guys. This tech is applied by what? Data science. So whether you go with the data analysis or data science. Data for what? Predicting the future. Data analysis is what? Performing a comparative study, take a decision. This job is done by an, okay, guys. This job is done by what is it? This job is done by an analyst, and this job is done by a data scientist. You have already heard about the data science, etc. The same thing, guys. So this is all jobs. I mean to say, this is all tasks you can perform it here using Azure Data Engineering, a complete end-to-end space. Okay. But you can't be perfection or perfect in almost all the things. So, guys, mainly here we focus on the much on the visual process. Do it, but as a data, we don't do much data migration, data summarization will be the our main focus, because data visualization process, visualization or the application data, the route will again deviate. Okay? So much concentrate. Okay, but job is like that. Whole process comes under the same ways. Okay? So as Azure data engineer, Azure data engineer, we have to see all these. Okay, so it includes the all processes. So that's it. Okay, this one. And if any questions you have, you can ask me. Please, I'm waiting for this. Yeah, please respond. So as a this thing is all three modules, the ADF, ADV, and apps. So that's it, guys. So to begin with, we are going to start with the ADF guys. Azure Factory. Okay. Any other questions if you have, you can just ask them, please.
So we are talking about on-premise to cloud migration. So
Uh,
let's say one on-premises to
uh,
let's say if part of the data in like on-premise Azure and you want to migrate it to AWS, so is that possible?
Obviously.
Okay, as these are different
Yeah, we
services.
can Azure and get not a problem.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. That's right. So we'll start the read class. That is the practice about. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending the session. If you have any doubts, just even get back to me on my number as well. So I'll just type you up here my number. If somebody has some doubts, you can just ask me. So if you're doing it any other way, okay, guys, that's my number. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.